day, viewers. My name is Akwekwesom Tochukwu Emmanuel. I'm a robotics instructor with BRED Hub. And with me is my very senior colleague here.
Okay, my name is Cyril Azubini. I'm also a robotic instructor here in BRED Hub, and I go welcome for this wonderful presentation.
Yeah. So BRED Hub is a company here in Nigeria that is focused on bringing robotics and AI education to the doorstep of everyone. So if you are an educator, a school administrator, a tech enthusiast, or someone who loves robotics and AI, this video is for you. You can also find out more about what we do and our business areas from the first video of this series, whose link is in the description of this video. You can also check us out on our website www.bredhub.com and follow us on our various social media handles to get updated about what we do. And these links are also in the video description. So on today's video, you are going to be gaining insight into the various robotics and AI resources that we use in teaching AI and robotics education to different categories of young people with different age grades from age 5 years to 25 years. Currently, we focus on resources designed by our partners in China, UBTECH. UBTECH is a global leading robotics and artificial intelligence company that does both manufacturing, research, and development of several humanoid and service robots such as Cruiser, M-Bot, Walker, and so on. They also thought it wise to venture into the area of robotics and AI education in order to incorporate more people into the tech sphere. So we are going to briefly go into the business of today, which is we are going to be talking about the Ukit series. So the Ukit series has three different categories. We have the Ukit Entry, the Ukit Advanced, and the Ukit Explore, as we can see on the screen here. So I'll be briefly talking about the Ukit Entry, and then my colleague will take the rest. So coming to the Ukit Entry, you can see on the screen, we see different pictures. So these are some of the builds that can actually be achieved from the entry kit. One good thing about the educational series, the Ukit educational series, is that it gives us flexibility to build limitless of whatever we can imagine, we can actually build. So these are some of the builds, standard builds that come with the UBTECH education software, where the kids are guided step by step on the building instructions. Also, I would like to say that this kit level is for the elementary school children between the ages of 5 to 9 years old. So you can see actually the various builds that can be achieved with the Ukit entry kit. And the builds are not just limited to this, they're actually 13 in number, but you can see 8 here on my screen. Yeah, that's what my screen can actually capture. So you can see 8 here, but they are actually 13 in number, and they are not actually limited to just this alone. From when the kids have actually completed this, the kids can now begin to explore their imagination. So now, taking you to the next slide, we are actually going to show you that for each build, there are learning objectives. And these learning objectives follow the STEM methodology. STEM meaning science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And under each topic in this methodology, the kids have something to learn. As you can see on the screen, this is the automatic lifting lever build, and these are the learning objectives for the automatic lifting lever build. Now I want to talk about programming the robot. The company UBTECH, who designed this AI and robotics education solution, thought it wise that kids of this age may actually find it difficult to understand normal coding languages. So they decided to create resources that will build the kids' cognitive abilities to be able to follow a series of defined steps into problem solving by building the robots and then being able to program the robots. Here on the screen, what we have is what we call the pause record play function. The pause record play function is actually used to program the robots for kids at this level, where they actually switched and turned the servo motors. You actually get to learn what servo motors are later on in this series, but for now, just know that they are servo motors. To turn the servo motors to particular positions, and then they record the movement using this button. And then when they are done recording the movements, the various series of movements that they want to achieve in the robot, they get to play all that they have recorded. What does this do for them? This makes them to be able to recognize certain different steps and recognize the fact that complex problem solving is going to take a certain number of defined steps to actually get a solution. Right, Mr.
Yeah,
Serial?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So also I want to talk about the connection interface. Now, the connection interface for controlling this robot is the Bluetooth connection interface. And as long as you have any mobile smart device, such as your Android or iOS device, you can actually get into learning AI and robotics using what? The Ukit entry kit. So here I have my Android device that I've actually used to write some code to show you how this works. This was actually built from the UKIT entry kit, and it's called the Little Fanner. So I'm going to just briefly play it for you to see how it works. Yeah, so you're actually seeing how it works. So that is how it works. And now I would finally like to tell you about the software interface. The software, like I've earlier said, used for this entry series and the advanced series is what we call the UBTECH education software. The UBTECH education software is fully packaged for AI, hands-on AI and robotics learning. So whenever you open the software, this is actually the screen that you see. As you can see here, you have entry, advanced, and like I said, they are not just limited to the builds that have been officially created here. They can also build their own models in this My Models section. So over to you, Mr. Serial.
Okay, so thank you very much for that wonderful presentation.
You're
So here we
welcome.
have advanced. Advanced is actually one of the next step after you're done with your entry category section. So in advanced section, you get to meet children within the age of 10 to 15. That's the middle school students, where you teach them more on STEM education. And you also tend to introduce sensor technology to their build because they see and they get to use more of sensor integrated robots, such as the infrared sensor, which is the IR sensor for detecting obstacles. They also get to see touch sensor and the likes of those sensor. So aside that, we get to see about 13 build, just like the entry kit here. Like just here, we have fortune cards, we have a little musician, flashing colored lights, and smart garage. So they are more advanced build. You get to see more in the advanced category for the UBTECH Edu. And you're not just limited to just this 13 build. You can actually do more and more stuff if you want to create, if you want to be innovative. Because in the UBTECH learning pedagogy, we learn to acquire, we also learn to apply, then to innovate in the long run. So now here we have our fortune card learning objective, just like we learned in the first entry objective. Yeah, in the advanced objective, we will learn about STEAM learning objective, where we added art to STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and maths. But we also added art to it. The art there gives us the opportunity to integrate not just science-oriented students to join the AI world, but to also incorporate this AI world to even those that are not in line with the technological spec. So we also get to use Scratchlight programming in advance. When I say Scratchlight programming, I mean we get to write most of our programming with block, unlike that of the entry where we do more of the PRP, which is the pause, record, and play. So here we also get to write our program in block programming. Like the block programming is self-explanatory because they are actually written and they can be understood by the children. Like here we have the click, run to start, and we have to go to start. So these are actually self-explanatory. They are blocks of codes that are written in English language. The next thing is the UKIT Edu. In the Ukit Edu, we get to program more and more nice projects, and it gives us an opportunity to to test our sensor and to also create different build without even using the builds originally sent from UBTECH. So it gives us opportunity to code, give us opportunity to carry out our PRP, and also to carry out our logic control programming at the same time. There's one nice feature about Ukit Edu. It gives us this opportunity to create a procedural schematic for our programs, and whereby we can also call it in one simple coding section. Like in this place here, we have to steer forward. In this place, we have to steer backward. So at the end of the day, these two procedures can be called as an object in this place, just like your normal coding when you code using line programming in C. So yeah, now this is actually the next section I'm going to read, the next category, which is the Explore. And Explore was actually built, the Explore kit was built with, this was built with the Explore, which is the Transformer robot. It has the ability to transform into vehicle and also transform back to humanoid. So one of the amazing things about this robot is that it's an open source robot. It's an Arduino base, which is written with C programming, or can also be written with a block. So that's one of the amazing things about it. It has different sensors. Like it has many sensors inbuilt into it already. Like we have the IR sensor, we have the Bluetooth, and we also have line following sensor. In fact, a whole lot of sensors are also there, and gyroscope sensor. So here we have the UBTECH Explore environment. The environment also have the block platform where you write everything in form of scratch or in form of block. Then we have the code, which is interpreted in the other side of your display. So here we have the block, here we have the Arduino code, which is coded in embedded C. As you can see here, we have void setup and void loop. Yeah, so you get to see how what all those terms mean in the next program. So
So yeah, we are actually going to be briefly switching our screen so that we will fulfill our promise to you.
okay, all right. So we actually
So we actually promised you that you are actually going to be seeing the Transformer robot in action. So
all right. So
here
let's
it
see.
is.
So it's going to move now, and it's going to transform back to from humanoid back to vehicle, as we stated before. Let's go.
Whoa, just like in the Transformer movies.
So now it's going to transfer back to vehicle. It's going to move forward, then it's going to also move backward. So as you
Yeah.
can see, so you see it's moving backward as well. So that's it.
Yeah, so we have actually fulfilled our promise. So if you like to play with this hands-on and explore your imaginations like the name implies, you sign up for our Train the Trainer program that's coming on later this year. A link to the form that enables you to sign up is given in the video
Yeah.
description. So far we have been able to talk about the UKIT series, the entry which helps kids to develop interest in robotics and AI and build their cognitive abilities into problem solving, the advance which takes them a step further into the acquire aspect of the learning pedagogy, and now the explore which now makes them into fantastic tech gurus. Thank you for actually taking the time to watch our video up to this point. So if you would like to follow this series,
Yeah.
please endeavor
Like,
to like our
share.
channel, subscribe and share this video, and we expect to see you next time when we watch the series. Bye.